Yesterday was actually Resident Evil 2's 20th anniversary.
Hold up. Here we go.
Do you know that?
Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2's 20th anniversary.
Whoa.
Yeah. And we got this cool calm and collected tweet from Capcom. Right here.
Whoa. That is a hell of a tweet.
It's
unbelievable.
It not only does it not mention Resident Evil 2, but I think it barely makes logical sense in English.
Sad.
So on the anniversary of that game, we're not even seeing any updates on the remake that's being worked on. And by the way, it's 2018, right? And I think I remember saying on video that Final Fantasy VII Remake, it would have been possible to have been playing the first part of it by the end of last year. But never happened. Yeah. They came out swinging with that. They came out, here's this big ass trailer at E3. And then, like, 5 months later, here's a gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Is this Square Enix? What the heck? We got a gameplay trailer, like, a few months after it was announced. That's impossible. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, we could be playing this.
Normally, we wouldn't get a gameplay trailer until after it came out.
But,
what do you say?
I said to myself, holy shit, we could maybe be playing this by the end of 2017. And boy, was I wrong. Because there was no information about that or Resident Evil 2 Remake. They're shitting their pants. They're shitting my pants. And I'm not going to stand for it anymore. So, starting now, I'm about to make a prediction that is completely bullshit, but I believe it. Resident Evil 2 Remake will be revealed.
Danger Quench.
How many people own a 3DS? Okay. How many people own a 3DS and use it? Okay. How many people own a 3DS and use it and care about Metroid? Okay. How many people own a 3DS and use it and use Metroid and care about the Metroid?
What about how many of the hardcore? How many fans did actually think that it was going to be good?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It has to be repetitive. It need a botwoon. Botwoon. If it had botwoon, it would have been more repetitive.
Better, yes.
Starting now, I'm about to make a prediction that is completely bullshit, but I believe it. Resident Evil 2 Remake will be revealed at E3 this year. And a playable Final Fantasy VII Remake demo will be shadow dropped at E3.
Alright,
so there's some early E3 predictions.
That's smart stuff.
Do you think that's going to happen?
I think, well, this is getting dust in my eyes.
What? That's no reason to take it off.
I think, the Resident Evil 7 remake should just be... Oh.
Smoke.
Do you think the rumors are true that there's going to be a PlayStation? It's called the PlayStation
Вот в
Throwback.
Штатах живет 5% населения, и эти 5% потребляют 50% энергоресурсов.
What's that?
You hear that rumor?
I just zoned out while you were speaking. What was that?
We're in a one-on-one conversation. You're zoning out talking to me.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a rumor of a PlayStation 1, like an NES Classic, but it's like a PlayStation Classic.
Yeah.
But this one, apparently, you'll be able to download more games onto it.
I can see them doing that.
I heard it's just a rumor, but
it's just because
I think it's just because I haven't seen any PS1 games for sale on the PS4 yet. That's why I think that's happening. Wink, wink.
Yeah. They're just like,
what's going on, guys?
They're not speaking a word about that, and it's
oh my
so
God.
baffling.
It's I've totally given up hope that I can
They're all over the Vita too.
I know. I've given up.
Just not the PS4.
I've given up on waiting for PS1 games.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. Like,
yeah. That's a good point.
You can't.
But also, whenever Nintendo makes money on something, like Sony's right there behind them with like they're carving out the mold that they're going to use for replicating whatever they're doing.
Fine, because the only other company that even has reasonable first-party characters would be Sony.
Yeah.
Who else can do it? You can't have Microsoft bringing up the rear with Master Chief. And Master Chief and a car.
That's
right.
That's their job as competition too. But they're so blatant to it.
Did you see they got like amiibos now?
They got amiibos. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Oh, I want that.
They're just
Bloodborne
amiibos,
one.
and now there's a Bloodborne amiibo, and that's just a good thing.
I want that thing.
Yeah.
I want that. They got Parappa the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
They got Kratos.
They need a game to use them on. Though.
It's gonna be like that could be cool, but you
know. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. That needs a sequel. Well, not a sequel, but it needs to be done again for the ground up.
Yeah, there's no reason that should.
They need a crossover fighting game. It would be like something that Sega used to do.
Yeah, and they have to bring in Dart from Legend of Dragoon because he was actually going to be in the first one. You know that?
Oh.
Yeah,
never heard of that.
They were planning on it, and then they cut him.
Legend of Dragoon, that's a weird one.
Have the car from Wipeout, the standard avatar you get when you start PlayStation Home, and Ricky Bobby from the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
And they need Rom from Bloodborne.
Yeah,
nobody else.
Oh my God.
Let's get some cred.
Oh yeah. Gotta actually show what that is.
Yeah.
You're gonna show it off.
I noticed a lot of cool people who are like real people on video. They always show like the games that they have and everything.
This is just incidental.
Yeah.
I think if it was up to me, I'd be showing that stack of PS1s. I think we did show that before.
I think so. Speaking of that, I almost did it today, but it's so cold out. I want to do expeditions, okay? We're going outside at some point.
Yeah, when it gets livable outside. We'll go to Mongolia. We'll go to the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
To talk to like weird like a Mongolian Genghis Khan people running around.
It's nothing but cons, far as the eye can see.
Cons everywhere.
Yeah.
That's one of the weirdest places in the world. You ever look at that? It's like
I've never actually seen pictures of Mongolia.
Well, just look it up. It's never in the news because nothing happens. But it's a wide, flat, grassy, calm land with nothing, and it's freezing cold, and it's flat. And people race horses around all over the place, and they're like they're like weird Asian, like they're cross between like an Eskimo and a Chinese person, and they run around in like these fur suits, and they do these strange. They play a lot of strange music.
And each and every one has an army that they an army of archers that they command.
Yeah. It's like a video game over there. Okay.
It's like
There's like these. There's
it's like
you
Dynasty
look,
Warriors
you go
24/7.
there. You go there and you're looking down at these different groups, and you gotta like mouse over. You gotta like click and drag to make a square to select the archer group, and you gotta move them around and, and
Yeah.
shoot arrows, and it's crazy in Mongolia. It's just like it's what happens.
Well, they gotta take down that wall. I mean, it takes a lot of sword swings to take down that wall.
Yeah,
they've been at it for years.
It's got like a finite, like a definite HP meter that shows up, and you just ting, and you gotta hit it enough, but then your sword breaks because of the durability, and you gotta repair.
You gotta look around for a while, but eventually you see, oh, there it is. We're at 30%.
Yeah.
Keep at it, guys.
No, they finish the bar, and they think it's over, but then the bar fills up again, and it's like one of those bars where it ends, and then there's another bar.
Or they got this like magician in a robe on top of the wall, and he's going, ooh, and they gotta shoot him before he heals the wall.
Oh my god, damn it.
Man.
I hate that shit. I'm glad that's not real in real life.
I know.
If wars worked like that, I think people would just quit.
Yeah.
It's so annoying because, they got their mage, and he's there, and he's healing everything, and he's so hard to hit, and everybody's rallying around him to make sure he doesn't die.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's what it's like in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Guys are just in the background, like, there's bards who are giving crazy buffs to everybody, and the magician is back there, and he's healing the jeeps and stuff that they're using. It's so stupid.
Sometimes they just send out 1 million unarmed troops, and you just get piled over like a bunch of zombies. Thankfully, any warrior worth their salt learns the legendary spin slash.
Yeah, you spin to win.
That covers all directions.
Imagine like how cool it would be if you could do an area of effect attack.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do one of those in real life, like without a weapon. Like do some kind of ground pound, and it affects people, and they take damage like a meter away.
I want a very weak hit all attack, where it hits everyone on the field. Like
it hits everyone on the field, and anybody below a certain stamina threshold gets knocked back, and it interrupts their summoning.
Yeah.
And you run up and you mash it, and all the birds are all around you, playing music to power you up, and it's the most annoying thing.
Yeah. Just, have you ever been
interrupting their spells when you do that?
Have you ever been like in an MMO during a raid? It's like that. Where everyone's like, all these support characters are just supporting one tank.
That's so funny because that's stuff that only makes sense in video games. Like that, you never see that in real life.
Like you only have one really well trained unit for taking damage.
Imagine if SWAT teams had one really big guy, and everyone else was a medic, and what they would do is they would stand around him, spraying him with first aid sprays, and follow him around. And you could take like a bunch of bullets as long as they kept spraying him.
It's like a recovery agent. And they got it like in fire extinguishers, and they're just spraying them. And there's a bunch of Korean pop idols loaded into trucks, playing music constantly to like increase morale. It's a recently discovered exploit.
Oh.
Oh man!
In Oblivion, if you were talking to someone across a desk, and your eyes veered an inch downward, and you accidentally clicked on a spoon, and you took the spoon, a guard from halfway around the world would hear that, and he would be tracking you down for his entire life, viciously until he killed you. Your eyes should gaze upon a fork when you're talking to somebody and you're scrolling through. The button to scroll through was the same to steal something.
Yeah. They shouldn't have did that. I don't know why they thought like holding things is the same as stealing them. and it gets you in just as much trouble.
Like, imagine going to somebody's house and you take a fork and you put it in your pocket.
No,
and you're in trouble.
You don't even go that far. You just hold it in front of you.
Yeah.
Or like they ask you if you want a cup of tea, and you pick up the cup, and they're like, "Thief, filthy pickpocket."
What are you supposed to do? Like, hold your head over the teacup and suck on the top to not touch the cup.
Yeah, you just
Not stealing the cup. Don't even touch the cup.
Mm-hmm.
But you can go into their house and you can open doors and stuff.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
As long as they're not caught, you can do whatever you want. I wish more games had that, like, The Elder Scrolls doesn't give a shit about, like, being consistent or balanced or anything. I kind of wish more games were like that. Just physics shenanigans and stuff are fun. I think they still are. Who knows?
You should be able to pick up a sword, right? Like, hold it in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how you can, like, drag the mouse and then let go and throw stuff? You should be able to kill somebody like that.
Yeah.
So when the sword hits them fast enough, they die.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
And you should be able to fight bosses like that. By picking up rocks.
But didn't Oblivion have stuff like that? Velocity, collision, damage stuff.
I don't remember exactly.
I remember, I could be wrong, but I remember some dungeons had like falling spiked ball traps, and the ball would just fall using the physics engine and hit you and do damage based on how fast it's going. That's why that game was shit. It just didn't work.
Yeah, it's a boring game. Like, after a while, you realize that
you're never gonna have a challenge no matter what.
It's so the game is too randomized too. It's so randomized that there's no benefit to doing any quests because
right.
You know, you could just find a game-breaking weapon just in the lake, right beside where you start.
It felt like it was more randomized than some randomized games. It's just not. It's not designed around being randomized, but they still just they plopped like 60% of the game into a script, and just kept whatever came out.
Yeah.
Wonder how Kingdom Come Deliverance is going to be.
I don't know.
That's coming out.
I want to try it.
Soon.
Looks cool.
Yeah. I was surprised. I heard that it's actually coming out. And was like,
I thought that was going to be in dev hell forever.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
It's got it's like
the knights in that, the people who are wearing heavy armor are walking around like right slow, and they're walking like a penguin. Because they got so much armor on, and it's actually heavy.
What they're trying to do with this one is it's like a Witcher game or something, but it's totally realistic. There's no magic. There's no historically inaccurate stuff at all.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, until you get to the end, there's a vampire.
Huh? You know, I gotta apologize. I got this totally wrong with the segment in the beginning. It doesn't look anything like that. Just bad memory. this is the A Link to the Past remake, isn't it? I highly doubt it's a stage-based Zelda spin-off. I think this looks pretty legit. 2004 Nintendo. Everything's 2004, isn't it? Every single game came out in 2004. Don't deny it. It's true.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
That too?
It's 2004.
Jesus Christ.
Let's get the game on. Okay?
And the Simpsons episode Steamed Hams, that's what the episode was called, aired December 31st, 2004.
Really?
Yeah. No.
I don't know. I don't think it's a 2000.
It's not true.
One, is it? Didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
It felt like late classic era
Shadow
Simpsons.
Battle. You know that it's a legit ass Nintendo game when it has a menu like this.
Yeah.
They have Hyrulean Adventure, but of equal importance is Shadow Battle. Let's see what that is. Defeat your rivals and prove who's the strongest Shadow Link of all.
Yeah.
It's got like a 2D Link's Awakening sort of setup from this one. Funny.
We were going into a rough time for Nintendo at this time. Little did we know at the time we were going into a dark age. Now we're out of it.
Shadow Link. Anyway. This is adventure mode. This is the campaign.
Wait a minute.
What? 23 hours.
2006. Don't touch that file. Leave
Okay.
that
Yeah.
like that. You realize
23 hours.
I have files on my first PS1 memory card from like 1997, and they still say that on it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the last time I saved over it.
Yeah, they're relics.
Oh,
They
yeah.
should be kept in museums.
There should be a YouTube should consider archiving some of the old videos that haven't had a new comment in 10 years, and make it so you can't comment on them, just to keep it preserved time capsule.
Yeah.
It's like that. There was that one video from back when Final Fantasy 15 was versus 13, and the video was uploaded 10 years ago, and there's no new comments. Remember that one?
Yeah.
You should. If I commented, I would destroy that whole culture there.
It would be like that GIF of somebody like excavating a human skull, and then somebody walks up with a pickaxe and just smashes it.
Yeah, YouTube should put these videos in a time capsule so that you
Uh-huh.
can't comment, because
Yeah.
it's a unique window into the past.
You'd be smashing a fossil in that case.
Oh God. Yeah, Nintendo, YouTube.
Until.
If you guys are watching, check that shit out. I know you got some weird algorithm listening here, but yeah.
Yeah, some robot just listening to every word for telemetry.
You'd be amazed what it can pick up when it wants to.
Can't pick up titties though, as the last video shows.
I still don't believe you that there's tittage in that.
There's one. There's at least one.
Oh my God! I spent
Just a slip.
that took me an entire day, like
Yeah.
20 hours of
Don't disbelieve that for a second.
going through that, and it was way harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it seemed like it was gonna be. I wouldn't expect you to work at it like non-stop. I mean, you'd pick at something like that.
Well,
It's a long video.
I usually will do like a video, like I'll wait until I think about it for a long time, and then I'll spend 2 days for the entire 2 days working on it. Like that usually.
Yeah, I got a habit of when I'm trying to make something like something that involves a little bit of effort, I tend to just do it as quick as possible after a certain point. Like the first day is spent like doing meticulous in-depth work that will be respected for generations to come. But then the rest of it's just trash. But yeah, like I've also developed a skill where the parts that are trash are things that no one would notice.
Yeah, I've spent...
Actually, a good example is that New Year's video I did. Like, it's this fully Model 3 environment, but the characters are just overlaid on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I know.
Once they leave the elevator,
Yeah.
it's just a video. It's like all the work is done at that point.
Yeah.
I just decided to finish. That was it.
Yeah,
That's all the work I was gonna do.
Well, sometimes you have to. There's with a sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to decide when you cross the point where you put in more work than the video is worth, and you just have to jettison it now and finish it so that there's something instead of nothing at the end.
Yeah.
Right? So, I know what you mean.
Now this game was done in a sufficient time space, I'm sure.
This game was done by the interns in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This was what we call a succinct dev cycle. That's what they call this in the trade.
Uh-huh.
Loot boxes and shit have devalued the unified design of any game world, because now every game is people running around with unbelievably garish hats and strange clothes. There's no unification of design anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to get into the world of this game, and somebody's running around as a character from the future.
Yeah.
How'd you get here?
Get up! Get up! Okay.
Like, remember Disgaea, where you beat the game and then just all the old characters start showing up for no reason.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense, and there's no reason for them to be there other than to break the immersion.
Uh-huh.
Because they're here. Oh well.
It's to unlock them.
It's so stupid.
Because you need them.
Why?
I mean,
Why?
like, they decided it was a sacrifice worth making for these people who are just playing for the gameplay.
Imagine playing Final Fantasy and you get to a certain point and all the classics start showing up and you can get them in your party. Wow.
Yeah.
For $1.99, you can put a different character who doesn't belong in the game in there. Yeah.
Loot boxes ruined a lot of things, and they're being pushed really, really hard.
Yeah.
Like, just excessively hard, because they're just one of those rare times where a company just finds the secret to everlasting success, and everyone hates it.
Reminds me of Bethesda.
Yeah. And it's their job now to convince everyone that these are a good idea. But unlike most cases, it actually, putting loot boxes in your game actually does hurt a lot of things if you aren't very, very light on it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll make it borderline unplayable. Ching!
Yeah, we're just gonna approach the what I call the loot chat singularity with games, where and everyone will play a game called Loot Chat, and it's a VR game that you can't turn off, that you're playing forever. And you're sitting there rolling loot boxes all day long for a penny a pop, trying to get the golds, trying to get the purples. Come come on, and you do it, and you put the thing on your avatar that everyone else can see when you're walking around.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, every property is owned by Disney, and Disney owns Loot Chat, so literally anything can be in the box, anything. So you could open the box, right, and it could be Homer Simpson, a Homer Simpson body for your character.
Yeah.
Or it could be Sora from Kingdom Hearts. They're all in there. They're all owned by Disney. You open it up, you could get like the shirt that Kurt Russell wears in Big Trouble in Little China, or you could get a Clint Eastwood suit for your character. You don't know. It's Loot Chat. Everything's owned by the same company. It's anything. You get a Zelda hat, like a Link hat for your Loot Chat avatar, or you could get Solid Snake, or you could get Lisa Simpson, or you could get Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, yeah. A? Yeah. Okay. Small key here. Use the R button.
What?
R button.
Oh, thank goodness.
Didn't you hear what I was going to say? R button. Wah 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 wah.
Oh.
It's first grade, SpongeBob.
You know, Wombology, the study of Wumbo. You Wumbo, I Wumbo.
Wait, this isn't in this plane of existence. What?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the real outside. What is it? Fire rod. Wow. Okay.
Pick it up with R.
Oh yeah, and you can only hold one weapon.
Yeah, I was playing a little bit of Gothic. I got Gothic on Steam. The first 2 games.
Oh yeah.
And the controls in that game.
Shut up.
Imagine opening up a treasure chest and actually messing around. You can't, like,
Oh, got some broken
you had to
wire.
close the treasure chest and leave the loot in there because you couldn't figure out how to take it.
Oh.
Imagine that today.
Whoa.
Like, how do I get this shit? You have to press up, and you have to press up and the action button at the same time to pick something up.
Up and... Ooh.
So to talk to somebody, you have to press up and the action button.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It's like an NES game. Those
Yeah.
are the controls you'd find in an NES game.
It doesn't work if you're not pressing the combination.
Whoa.
God,
Stop doing weird stuff, man.
it's one janky ass game, but people seem to like it, so I'm trying to play it.
Oh. Wow. So this damn it. You have to actually press the right buttons to progress, or otherwise you don't progress.
That's every game.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
I'm just failing to do that right now.
Holy shit. Never thought
What
of
the
that.
hell?
Wow.
Well, I mean, Gothic doesn't seem to be aware of that. Like, you need to also inform the player of what buttons they need to press.
Yeah.
Buttons. Buttons.
Do you ever play those first-person RPGs on the PC that didn't use the mouse yet?
Yeah.
And they're really weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
You ever just stop and think about how amazing the mouse is? Like how
Yeah.
important it is now? It's so good.
It's just so, like, just needing to... Imagine needing to navigate your file system by typing things in. Doing it with, like, all the files and junk you have now.
Ooh.
Here's Tingle. Yeah. Nobody likes you. Get out of here. I'll burn you. Okay, swimming basics. Yeah, I know what a swimming.
Everybody wanted a game, a Zelda game where you played as Zelda, but I want one where you play as Link, but at the end you find out that you're Tingle. We didn't do that yet. Like at the end you realize you're Tingle somehow. I'm Tingle. I was Tingle all along.
That should have been that's a bold new direction.
I know, it's bold. I don't know if they're ready yet. Like there's something where you have to say Tingle's catchphrase to do something, and then you have to go after these fairy people.
It subverts your expectations.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good it is, as long as it does that.
As long as it's this quirky nonsense game that's short and garbage that you don't see coming. Yeah. As long as we can get that, we're good.
Doesn't need to be anything at all.
I know, it doesn't have any gameplay.
How do I jump? I can't jump, can I? Whatever. I'll just do that. Yeah, I get the boomerang. This is a quirky nonsense game that came out of nowhere. It's a borderline arcade style Zelda game with all these fancy like 2D effects. It just looks like a...
It shouldn't be possible.
It just looks like a Link to the Past graphics overlaid over something else.
No, this is Link to the Past with sweet FX mod. To make it look wrong. It should have really...
It was remade in Unity.
Should have really intense depth of field. That makes it so anything you're looking at is really crisp and high contrast. And everything in the back is a complete blur and tons of like bokeh lighting on everything. Whoa.
Yeah, and all the pixels should be different sizes.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's weird, but it isn't Western indie games that does that the most. It's Japan. Do you notice that?
I think it's just because they're drawing shit randomly now. Like, it's not with a limitation. It's just like, screw it, draw up this sprite. And they don't pay attention to it, and everything is just loaded in.
I guess so.
Everything's loaded in as like an image.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you see the Final Fantasy VI remake where they have 3D models for towns, but the players are still 2D, and the rest of the map is 2D? So it's got this little, like, you got this little detailed 3D model sitting there on the map. It looks wonderful.
Well, at least it's not the phone remakes, where it's like...
What's this? What?
You're playing... It's like... There's like you playing the game, and then a really high-res battle menu comes up with redrawn images of their faces.
Yeah.
That look not right, and
yeah.
At least it's not like that.
They can't avoid it.
And the sprites now are smoothed over and have a weird filter, and you can't turn it off.
What's the deal with this?
It's like you're looking at the original sprites through a Vaseline lens.
Oh yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Well, that's weird. Alright.
What if we just took the original sprites and drew over them how they look as the sprite? And that's what they look like. Now they look like deformed people instead of a sprite-based representation of a person.
God. It was... word on the street is, take, like... You never heard this from me, but,
Whoa.
the original sprite artist for the SNES Final Fantasy games came up with that idea. Just like upscaling everything. It's just like, they're good enough. They're good enough. Don't change them.
I know what to do. Why don't you actually go back to the code, like the base code for the game, and zoom the camera out and leave the sprites as they are. You know what I mean? Like, increase the area that's displayed at one time, but increase the resolution. Okay? Maybe you can do it like that. And tastefully up-res the menus.
Okay? Yeah.
Right? It doesn't have to look, you know, like cream corn. It should look like, you know, a little bit rigid.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Oh.
Anyway, I just fought like a shit ton of knights for no reason.
Yeah.
That was like my second enemy encounter.
I like how your health is at the bottom. That's weird.
Oh yeah. No, but if I go to the bottom of the screen, it switches.
What? What?
We have that technology now. It's unbelievable. Wow!
But when you go to the bottom of the screen in Breath of the Wild, it doesn't change.
Oh.
Have you ever gone to the bottom of the screen in that game?
That sucks. Breath of the Wild. It doesn't even have, like, the stat progression in Breath of the Wild doesn't even compare to Skyrim. It's not even close. I don't know why anyone likes that game.
It's like Total Biscuit. It's like seriously saying, like, why would I play Breath of the Wild on a console at 30 frames when I can play similar games on PC at 60 frames?
Yeah.
Even though it's not the same game, you know. What? I can play Metro Last Light at 60 frames. Why would I play Breath of the Wild on a console at 30?
You can play Zelda Four Swords Adventures.
Yeah.
It's also a Zelda game.
Like, feels like on the GameCube they could have made it look a little bit more crisp. Graphics. The old graphics department.
Yeah.
Could have been a little better. The old graphics arena there.
Look at these graphics arenas. I wonder if Bambino did them.
Yeah, they got the Bambino Crime Syndicate to make these graphics. They made them an offer they couldn't refuse. They had to go with it.
Somebody touched his spaghetti and he just couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah, I hate when somebody comes and touches my spaghetti and it's like nothing I can do. Shit.
He met a, shall we say, unfortunate accident.
Yeah. Good thing our channel's garbage, so we don't have to worry about any of the YouTube nonsense. We're not even close to being affected by that.
Yeah. Well, we know the way, so.
Yeah, no the way. By the way,
we're aware of the way.
By the way,
yeah,
you can donate now to the channel. It's possible. You can donate to our channel. I should have said that in the video portion of this. Damn it. But you can do that now, right? So you can and you don't have to worry about like donating a lot of money, right? If you donate like $1, There's Steam games you can get for $1,
Okay, this is...
right?
Yeah.
And you can play those on video, right? That's what I was thinking, right? So it's like $1 is a lot
I can
to donate.
kind of almost see what's around me. It's driving me crazy. And I can't get... Oh, there's a pop. Alright. I want to get out so I can find what I need to find. Maybe I can't. Oh,
Huh.
those were items. Never mind.
Limperinos.
Why is there 2?
Just in case.
Okay. Lampino.
What'd you just say about Lampino? Are you the one who did Bobby Lampino?
Did I just do a special move thing? What happened?
Which one of you
Whatever.
did Bobby Lupo? Which one of you did Bobby Lupo? Which one? Who did it? Who did Bobby Lupo? Who did it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you still sore about that $50? Sore about that $50? Little dog. What's the dog doing?
It's a rat.
Little cat. Little dog. Weird looking dog.
It's a flightless rat. It's like a boneless pizza.
Yeah.
Complex. Your choices make a difference in the story.
God, this is your story. Play how you want. Okay? Options. Alright.
Listen, we don't give a shit how you play. So, we just didn't pay it any mind.
We didn't pay attention to anything.
No? Okay.
Like, I've seen, like, we've been around long enough now that, I've seen channels, who started after us
Yeah.
and were commenting on our videos, and they were trying to start their own channel
Yeah.
and needed help and all that stuff. I've seen them I've been here long enough now that I've seen them get successful.
How successful?
Like, I've seen one of them in my sub box. He's talking about how he needs his subscribers to help him get over the threshold for the new partnership program thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember when he didn't have any subscribers.
Huh.
Isn't that funny? He hit that amount of time on here. Time certainly flies.
Yeah, yeah. It's a dog world.
Yeah,
so,
it's a friggin'...
some people just can't get off the ground.
It's a diamond dozen. These channels.
It's a diamond. Yeah. Channels like us are a diamond dozen.
That's right. That's why you got to be extra cool
Uh-huh.
for people to like it. That's why we attract the crazies, because
You have to just like kill people on stream.
you have to almost kill yourself to
Yeah.
get anyone to subscribe.
You have to film dead bodies literally.
Oh yeah, I'd do it. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
No problem.
I see. This is a gimmick of sorts.
Is there a dead body in here we can look at?
Well, let's see. If we find it, maybe we can like just shamelessly film it and upload the video immediately without thinking.
Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah.
Never bothered me none. It's a dead body, guys.
Yeah.
You ever see a dead boy? You ever see dead boys before?
I know Bambino's seen a few dead boys.
Yeah. We
his
dead
own
boys.
boys.
We dead boys now.
Bambino was crazy. He used to kill his own boys.
Oh my god, no. I used to film it. Put it on YouTube. I have a feeling that, like there's this weird thing where, under a certain threshold, you go under the radar of the algorithm. And I think you can get away with weirder stuff. But I've seen people get their stream shut down for some weird shit before. The thing about streams is that the algorithm treats a stream. It treats streams as treats streams different from videos, because streams, you can watch them in any country, right? So if you do something that's illegal in another country, you can actually get that banned here, right? But if your video, they can't necessarily if they watch the video in their country, right? And it's illegal for them to see that video in their country.
Yeah,
it's their fault.
Yeah.
But if they see a stream and something happens, it's your fault. So people, you can actually, if we're streaming, right, and we do something that's illegal in China, we can actually get a strike because of that. So you actually have to watch some of this stuff, apparently. Like, people are, like, trying to police, like, what the hell is on the stream, because you can't, it's more strict, because you don't know what could happen in a stream than a video, and the algorithm pays more attention to it. And you can get your stream banned while you're streaming.
Oh, here we go. Just one person. Okay. Jeez.
And it's the algorithm.
Oh, great.
The YouTube algorithm and detection, intelligent video detection software they use, has an easier time picking up copyrighted anime than anything else, because anime is simple looking and it can pick it up easy. So apparently anime is like an automatic ban if you show copyrighted anime.
Oh crap.
Because the algorithm has an easy time with it, right? Which makes sense.
Yeah. It's funny because anime is the single most, like, widely available pirated content.
I know. You just type in watch blah blah blah, and you're watching it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Right. Actually, if you go to these anime these swashbuckling sites for anime, they're so ubiquitous that sometimes people will upload stuff to those websites that are not anime. Like, if I wanted to watch The Simpsons, for example, I would watch it on an anime site. You can do that. It's so crazy. Speaking of that, I was inspecting Pornhub specifically for educational purposes. And I learned that it's not uncommon to upload non-porn things there.
Yeah.
So I am going to upload the uncensored version of our porn games thing and see what happens. I'm not going to say...
But that is porn.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's perfect.
Derivative porn, I guess.
I'm not going to say on the... I'm not going to put a link on YouTube.
A porn derivative work.
I'm not going to put a link on our YouTube channel to that video, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to put a link to our channel on Pornhub. So maybe.
I see.
I think you can do that. Shouldn't you be able to link to YouTube from Pornhub?
I mean,
yeah,
Twitch has that, and it's doing fine.
I had to friggin... I set up our PayPal, the Ginger Switch company PayPal.
Yeah.
Friggin' was annoying and took forever, but I did it.
Oh yeah, also, YouTube has like the, a lot of YouTubers have like a Patreon.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. It's
bonus shenanigans.
Yeah.
But like, if they just integrated that into the system, then YouTube could make money off that.
Yeah. Right now they have Super Chat, but that was useless to us, right?
Yeah.
We would have to. Right now, I think what the kids want these days is streaming content. that they can interact with. So I think the algorithm might be favoring it. But we don't have nearly enough people watching where you need super chat, so
Yeah.
not that it matters. I don't care, but yeah. Definitely, I set up a Streamlabs thing, right? That I don't think you tried yet, but it's really cool because you can send yourself like a test subscription, like a test sub or a test donation, and it actually puts the widget on the video stream. And I have the one for a subscriber is the GIF from Ren and Stimpy, where that dad that they meet, he looks away from his newspaper for a minute. When he gets a sub, and you can set your own music and everything, and it shows as an overlay. You go on OBS or XSplit in my case, and you go to like where you're putting in the frames in the video, right? Like you go to like web URL, and you put in the URL of the widget. And then when people subscribe or something through Streamlabs, it goes on the video. That's pretty cool.
Oh, what are you doing? So back again, are you? I have a feeling I was seeing a lot of you. Hee hee hee. Whatever.
I wish the internet was faster here. Then I'd be streaming, but I just can't. It's not possible here.
Yeah.
It's right now. It's impossible for us to have a stream schedule. That's a problem, but you know, it's no big deal.
Well, one of these days,
we have to get the Streamlabs. Whenever we do the next stream, we have to get the Streamlabs shit in it, and we have to get the chat window into the video.
Yeah.
And we have to get that news ticker that says whatever in bold, Arial, italic, yellow font. So blah, 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 blah. And I don't know, maybe the pumpkin coin, maybe. I don't know. We should do it with VR chat while it's still topical. Pretty fun. Did you play that yet?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't. Is it still topical?
I think so.
It just sounds like
a
nightmare.
It's really stupid and it's awful. That's why.
Yeah.
I was, like I was walking around and being menaced by people following me, saying stuff to me.
Yeah.
And I was too lazy to hook my mic up. Screaming at me, talking
like
about shit, like just asking me stuff. It was like a little hamster man was walking around, and I was a penguin.
Yeah.
He was asking me crap.
I think like after getting into Discord, and actually joining a few Discords, it's already bad enough. Like some people are just starved for validation and social interaction, and that's not my kind of thing. I mean, of course, that's what that kind of thing is for. If you're not actively playing games on it, but
I think Discord.
It's just not something I spend my time with.
I bet over half of Discord has nothing to do with video games now.
Yeah.
It's just so useful. It's a really interesting little thing. You just make your own little room.
Really not enough chat services and stuff do allow you to upload videos to their server.
Yeah, it's weird, eh?
Well, not videos, but pictures.
I like Discord, but as it stands
Make
right
your
now,
own emojis. That's just fantastic.
As it stands, yeah, I know, isn't that crazy, man? Like Twitch would never allow that. As it stands for our Discord, it's more like a tree that a lot of people pass by on the same trail in the woods, and you can nail something to the tree when you're walking by, and the next time somebody comes through, they'll see it. It's so slow.
That's been Four Swords Adventures.
Oh, it was friggin' awful.
It's Zelda. It's like it's compact Zelda.